You may have noticed lately that the Sims community has been blowing up, wanting all kinds of new gameplay features that are actually not new at all, and were kind of promised by EA and Maxis over 30 years ago. The creators' goal was that eventually all the Sim titles could work together to give you the best darn Sim experience ever. Take SimCity Societies here, and its expansion called Destinations. This would allow Sims players to create even more thematic cities. Authoritarian cities, creative cities, spiritual cities, Old West farmland cities. Create interesting resorts and theme park destinations. Anyway, I'm playing this now again to explore all the features I never did in the past and to do some light ranting at EA and Maxis to bring back SimCity. Societies, streets, copter, parks, town, and even Spore. To finally allow all the products to optionally work together if you choose. Now that it's 2025, seamless integration would be nice. Anyway, Sims community and Sims social influencers, everything you are asking for now for The Sims can most likely be found in any one of the great Sim titles from the past. Man, that guy is
you may
awfully
have noticed.
opinionated. Where did my game go? There it is. Yeah, that guy's awful opinionated. Boy, he sure asks for a lot. Hey, but I have good intentions. I'm an old school SimCity player. And I've been a Sims player. Started with Sims Online. Yeah. So, I'm a lover of all things SimCity and The Sims. And the more I play each one, the more I want the other one. Anyway, I'm playing SimCity Societies, and I checked this out when it first came out, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to mess with it. Very busy at that point in my life. And I explored the authoritarian city and the spiritual city and the cyberpunk city, but didn't get too far into seeing what it could do. Anyway, I am continuing on with just building on the tutorial city. Right, I have no real goal at the moment. I just want to explore everything. And so around the little town that they first had us start work on, I've started building little enclaves of different types of societies, like a spiritual society over here, and maybe a little bit more industrial over here, and a little bit more commercial over here, or capitalist. You'll see when we get in there. It won't be long. And I guess I'm kind of wanting to see what's going to happen here shortly as I start building onto them and running out of space. So now we're going to have these different little societies all kind of running into each other and see how they affect each other. I think at the moment, I don't know if there is a wrong way to play other than keeping the power on. You know, so where are we? So in SimCity, you know, you're always struggling for something. Oh my gosh, I've got trash. Oh my gosh, I need more power. Oh my gosh, I need more water. Oh, I need this. I need that. The only thing that so far that you absolutely need to keep an eye on is your power. So unimportant are some of the other things. They don't even give them to you until you start unlocking them later. For example, you know, the police, the fire department, medical departments, you're looking for them right when you start, and you're like, well, where the heck are they? So you have to build other things first, and then once you build up enough this, or enough that, or enough this, yeah, well, then you unlock them. So I finally unlocked some basic fire, and I think I put down a few, they call them bobby stations, like little police stations. Anyway, this is very, very different. It's very different from SimCity. So I can remember now that, when I got this, I had to keep reminding myself, it's not SimCity, it's SimCity Societies. They're trying to teach us something new here. And by gumbo, figure it out and do it. Okay, so anyway, this is what they started us out in the tutorial with, a fun city. So as we click through, here's our landscaping. Here's our transit, power, homes, workplaces, decorations, and venues. Okay, so let me click on a home. Now over here are some filters. Show all, normal, small town, industrial, capitalist, romantic, fun city, contemplative, authoritarian, and cyberpunk. So I haven't really built one straight around cyberpunk yet, so let me click on that one. Okay, and let's pick a little area of town. All right, so anyway, we'll be working on cyberpunk here in a moment. So they had us start this town building with creative stuff. A movie theater, a mime school, castles, little parks here and there, bookstore. Let me see what else we have in here. That's our movie theater. And kind of like in some of the Sims titles, you can make something happen, like schedule an event. So by using 2,500 credits, we can launch a premiere. We've got that kind of money. We're doing great on money. I don't think money is going to be a problem for you in this. And that's usually the number one stress-inducing cause in SimCity. So let's launch a movie theater premiere. Okay. Murals and decorations. Gone in this one are things like RCI, residential, commercial, and industrial, okay? So now down here, looking at these filters, the productivity filter, the prosperity filter, creativity filter, spirituality filter, authority filter, and knowledge filter. Okay, the numbers on top, as I understand, this is your surplus. So in productivity, we have a plus 12 surplus, and our total productivity, based on the amount of buildings and things we put down, is 38. The next category, which is prosperity, we have 107 prosperity and a surplus of 66. Creativity, 212, surplus of 114, 100 spiritual or contemplative, and 15 surplus. Authoritarian, 54 and 34 surplus, and the knowledge, 51 and a 43 surplus. Okay, now what do those numbers mean? Let's go back to the homes here, because I wanted to still want to show you the other areas. This one I kind of wanted to make an area for the young rock stars, the young artist types. So I built band houses over here, and I still want to give them nice things. So I got them a couple of parks, some statues, a metal club. You're gonna love all the different types of buildings you can use. A metal club. Press to activate building action. This action will not be available again for 24 hours. It's getting dark. Why not? It's the perfect time to go rock and roll. A video arcade. Turn it into a hotspot for 2,000. And I figured the rock band people, they would also work and hang out with cool people like Software Studio. Small but hardworking group of creative and intelligent Sims creating games that they are passionate about. And we can press to activate building action. Doesn't say what it is, but we've activated its action. Okay, let's look at any one of these again. Okay, this building uses creativity. You see here the cost to use this building is -4. Okay. Here's the Sims currently here, on their way here. The amplifiers here go up to 11. It's a Spinal Tap joke. And headbanging Sims love every deafening minute of it. And then number of workers that completed a visit here today, 3. We're going to need more people working. Amount of happiness provided by a visit to this venue, +2 from the following effect occurring from this building itself. Okay. But the most important thing I want you to focus on here is that it requires 4 creativity. This place uses knowledge. It required 3 knowledge to drop the building. This uses 2 knowledge and 4 creativity to drop this building. Okay. This building gives, this object, this wishing well, gives 3 creativity. This statue gives 3 creativity. Okay. So you see that it's very, very different from SimCity. These normally give, things that you put down as far as decorations, parks, and this and that, they usually just give happiness. The happiness is not tied to these objects anymore. The happiness is tied to the venues that they go to. As you see here, that +7 happiness. Okay? This just is by its creativity. So that you have creativity points to spend on buildings that use creativity. I hope that makes sense. The more I play this over the next hour or two, the more you'll see as we try to create some more cities and then try to expand them closer and closer together and see what happens. I think you're going to really enjoy the contemplative or spiritual city that I put together. I've got fighting monks. Check this out. Despite being built and made years before SimCity 5 2013 came out, look at how well it handles the Sims. They actually built Sims into it that look good. The Sims in SimCity 2013 are really, really a big disappointment. But I'm sure their argument at that time was, do you realize what kind of compute power you would have to have? All right. Beautiful thing also about this is they've got lots of those little like one tile object things you can put down. In SimCity, not so much. A building in your city has a special action. It says you can invoke look for a glowing action you can invoke, period. Look for a glowing building in the city, or use the special map display to highlight this building. Select it, and then look at the green button on its building card. Hold the cursor over the action cost to see what is needed to invoke it. Camera controls are a little bit different. I'm not entirely used to it yet. I haven't developed all the muscle memory, and so I've been floundering around a bit on camera controls. So please forgive me as in this earlier stage of playing. The camera might be a little bit wonky. So I was saying to look for a glowing building, but I've already built again a couple of communities. So there was that community over there for maybe the young rocker type, young artistic, sort of romantic type. Okay. Over here in that corner of town, controls, can you use camera controls? This is where we ended last session. Yeah, it doesn't really look friendly, does it? When you need a building that says, look, man, you're just here to work. Right? A cube apartment required 4 authority to build. It is a government building. it houses 12 of 12 people, and the amount of happiness it consumes, one happiness a day. These depressing apartments ensure that residents wake up feeling only so-so. Mildly corrects sim moods toward a balanced center. So let's stick with that for a moment. Let me get another... okay, so we've got a cube apartment. We got 12 people there. Let's go to the workplaces and find work for 12 people in the authoritarian specialty. Bank bureaucracy office. A bureaucracy office. That works. That has room for 15 people. Courthouse, defense lab, Department of Public Works, a fire station, an inquisition office, a meat packing plant, a neighborhood watch. I like this one. I want to see if I can put these next to the fighting monks in the other area, and see if the fighting monks will do this. Neighborhood watch. Sims who feel the need to take the law into their own hands and keep a careful eye on each other. The criminals are active in this title, like in Sims of old days, and the new one. They finally put the criminal back, wearing all the the criminals' typical clothing, and they sneak around just like criminals do. The office building, oil refinery, police station, service station, temperance union, town hall. What is the temperance union? Chance of producing one holy sim. The Inquisition office. Deploy zealots to encourage Sims to worship. No. Let's have it with the bureaucracy office. Efficiency drive. 10 visits from content Sims temporarily increases the simoleon output of a targeted corporate workplace at a cost of worker happiness. Works 5 days a week. It's a government building. Each instance of this building reduces the simoleon and societal value output of all instances of this building. Strange. That's 8 jobs. I'm trying to find one that's 12. That's like the SimCity imbalance. There's always some little imbalance somewhere. Like with this, I can't just get 1 for 1. I can't get a building that houses 12 people, and I can't get a job. I mean, that just hires 12. So now I'm gonna have to put down another one, but then I'm gonna need another house. I'm very into things, all things flight sim. And in the real world, there's a helicopter just floating, moving by overhead here, and he's really close. And so, forgive me, I'm a little bit distracted because that's really cool. I don't really get him here this low and that close. I don't know who he's visiting. Could be criminal activity. Hope not. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't even think that we have a police helicopter. I think our city sold our police helicopter. So maybe somebody from the military just doing a little cruise by. Oh yeah, let's go check out Kineas and security. We'll Blue Thunder him. I need to get on with this. But I was saying, yeah, you can't just put 1 for 1. Well, let's start them out with the fire station, right? How many jobs is that? 8. And use the R key to rotate. You don't have to. Well, yeah, you don't have to build the road. I mean, you can plop it where you want and then build your road. Okay. Just kind of nice. Yeah, when they started with SimCity 5, you had to build a road with it. Instead of place things where you want and then build. And that was tied to their silly game. Forgive me, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it that way. To their silly game engine? To their game engine. Okay. Decorations. Leaving it in the authoritarian filter. This is a rugged looking fountain. But I want one specifically for authority. So you can click down here on these filters too, and I guess it filters it more. That should do it, but it doesn't seem so. Okay. This creates creativity. A medium statue. A historical monument. Large fountain. What is this guy doing? Looks like he's got a bed. Oh, is that a bed with a hospital thing? Like, he's got a bed and he's holding a wine glass or a rose. I can't. He's drinking, or it's a hand blender, or gotta be hospital. But I've been out for a while and it's time to go home and rest. I will go to work after finishing my other tasks. When I get a chance, I'm going to perform dance moves from Saturday Night Fever. When I get a chance, I'm going to try and find myself a venue to blow off some steam. That's weird. Moving like olive oil up there. Oh, jeez, kind of interesting. Oh, there he is. Jebediah. Jack Santana. Yeah, he's not feeling good. Have to pay the bills. I'm at work or on my way there. I don't feel well. I should go see a doctor when I'm done with what I'm doing right now. I, too, would like to do Saturday Night Live moves. So they're going into town then, I guess, to go find a job. I guess those are the last ones that aren't working over here. Okay, 5 out of 8. Let's get him a road up to it. I do wish you could zoom out just a little bit more. Oh, no. There is an undo with this that's kind of forgiving. Oh, no. Undo. Control Z. What a noise. Trying to... Uh-oh. There's a fire somewhere, I bet you. Trying to delete this road. you slip, it's kind of unforgiving. I didn't want this. Did I? Yeah, I did want that. I just wanted this and this. Yes. And now to connect it to the main. All right, so we got the workings of a authoritarian city. We still need a venue for them to blow off some steam, even though it's authoritarian. Let's see what we got here. An asylum. They would go to an asylum. Issue the call. Command 6 nearby hooky playing Sims to check themselves in for therapy. Department of Public Health. City government can take care of Sims who need doctors by sending them here. That one guy was sick. This uses knowledge and authoritarianism, so we have plenty of both at the moment. It'll help 20 people at once, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Government and healthcare. Cure Sims of sickness and injury. Detention center, dive bar, a military school. That's very authoritarian. A private school. Those are the only ones we've unlocked so far. Re-education center, a soup kitchen, a restaurant. You can get it. The military school, it's a venue for 12, is child safe and provides education. Okay. Right next to our rock band town. They want to go from their little area here and go hang out with the rockers. Okay, let's go check out. There's our power supply. We're going to need some more power here shortly. Got area, small area to, no. What do we have over here? Oh, I just have the garbage dump and a couple of trailer park people so that they're always right next to it and should give them something to do so that the garbage is always up and running. I don't know if this is like SimCity in that regards that, hey, you're going to need more garbage facility. I just don't know. I don't have enough experience or memory with this title. Emergency nose plugs are placed at strategic locations throughout the facility. All right, so we need to give these people some fun things. Something that might make them happy. A graveyard. Creepy. Reduces the cost to build creepy type buildings. Okay, let's try it fun. A prayer wheel, a rock garden. I'm not saying it's out of line to have either of those near trailer parks. It's an eclectic world after all. So, oh, you're right up against the border of the map. You run into some camera problems. This is more like it. The barbecue pit. Yeah, for sure. You can use the eyedropper tool to select an object and build more of them. A garden. That'd be nice. I do wish some of the controls were like SIMS for rotating. Burger joint. Yeah. Gotta eat something. Not too close to the garbage dump. We don't even want you to drive by it if you don't have to. Come this way. We feel your pain. Overhear it. Can you rename these? Ted's Burger Joint. Building name. Click here to rename this building. I'll be darned. That's great. That's great. The Big Gristle. It'll create fat children, according to this icon. It's a restaurant. Sims have a high chance of becoming ill. Ooh. Well, of course, it's the Big Gristle. Okay. A bowling alley, for sure. Yeah, good luck picking up that spare there, Ruffy. Feast your eyes on this, Norton. Yeah, I really love how these little objects just fill in all those little tiny places. Like in SimCity, you end up having little tiny places all over the place. Just like, let me put something here. Those corner lots are just kind of maddening in SimCity. And we'll put an elementary school out here. Yeah. Put it over here and we can development. We can develop on this area later. All right, so that's enough for them right now. Let's go check out our other people. This is so far, just something about this. I really enjoy the contemplative and the spiritual society. So there's the little prayer wheels. So whenever they walk by them, they kind of get happy. They will appreciate this neighborhood feature, as I do. A gazebo. A little, I think this is just a little fishing hole. Yeah. The legendary whopper, Old Duke, is said to lurk in the shadowy depths here. These are altars. Multi-denominational altar where Sims can reflect, meditate, or importune their deity for favor. Worship, child safe, uses 2 spirituality, and two people can go there at once. 5 happiness. Okay, this is where I started getting kind of excited about it a little bit. I'm like, this is really cool. Building synergy, okay? This building is the temple. Okay? 25% chance to produce 1 holy sim on visitation. A street preacher, 76%. A faith healer, 14%. A zealot, 5%. Temperance advocate, 5%. So as the Sims living nearby come to the temple, there's that chance that they become one of those things. Now this building over here, the midwife. Sims who prefer the traditional or holistic remedies come here when they're ill. Helps sick Sims get well. Check this out. Increases the chance that holy Sims appearing in the city will become faith healers. So this has a chance to create holy Sims. And this has the chance to make them faith healers. I hope I'm getting that right. I'm more than thinking about it. I'm like, maybe, kind of, yeah. Yeah, chance to produce a holy sim on visitation. But then this specifically says it affects holy sims. Increases the chances that holy sims bringing the city will be faith healers. So is it boosting this at all? So they come here, and then if they go over there, there's a better chance they become faith healers? I don't know. It sounds really cool just the same, and I like it. The Tibetan bell next to it. This one makes the local area and all nearby buildings much more appealing for Sims to visit. So certain decorations can, like in SimCity, I guess, can boost in SimCity, it's the wealth level. They do make the area more appealing, for sure. For low, medium, or high wealth neighborhoods. Okay, this one increases the property value. So same kind of thing. These ones, they do the same thing. And it allows you to recycle them for a higher refund. All right. Where the fighting monks are coming from is here. Monastery, a cloistered life for Sims quietly and intensely devoted to their faith. 5% chance to produce 1 monk on visitation. 97% fighting monk. A master, 3%. So here's a couple of monks right now. Now, I got, there's another midwife over there to possibly increase the chance of more healing sims. And here we have a dojo. As one hones the body through martial arts, the spirit is also strengthened. 5% chance to produce one monk on visitation. Fighting monk, 97% chance. Master, 3%. So I got all happy with that, and I built another monastery nearby. That little park there's kind of out of place with what's going on here, but anyway, I have some gardens, some community gardens, I think, or some place for them to work. Communal gardens. Visiting sims increase their overall health and can reduce their susceptibility to illness. 10% chance to produce one farmer on visitation. So I don't know if each visitation they can end up changing. I hadn't thought about that. If they become something, can they become something else? Is that how they change? The societies can change each other? You get what I'm saying? So if over here they become a fighting monk, and then the fighting monk, when he leaves, he's like, oh, well, I'm going to go over to the garden. He goes over to the garden, and then it says there's a chance that he can convert to a farmer. So then is he no longer a fighting monk, or is he a fighting monk farmer? He's like multi-classed in D&D. He's a 3rd level fighter and a 1st level farmer. He's a Sagittarius, likes ice cream and long walks on the beach. Okay, so let me show you what else have I done. I know I've done more than this. Oh yeah, I said eventually I wanted to try to put down a neighborhood watch and see if the fighting monks, put it right over here next to this, see if the fighting monks will become neighborhood watch. I think this was capitalist, maybe, or industrial. Yeah, this has got to be the industrial area, the steam engine. The brewery, right? Yeah, a brewery. They have a chance of becoming ill here. And what is this over here? A fire station. Okay, so, and what's over here? A bank? Yeah. So I didn't really give them many venues other than, I mean, a place to work. It's got room for 10. Each one of these is like six people. I don't know if that's 2 adults, multiple kids. I don't know what they are. But they have a chance of getting sick, and then they live next to a bank. And I like the brewery. That's a good idea. You should give them a local bar, since they have the brewery nearby. You'd think that one would immediately give, if placed near a brewery, it makes them extra happy. I wish we could almost do a search for these. There it is, a dive bar. And you got to have 2 bars so that they can have competitions like in Cheers. A dirty, unhealthy place where Sims can meet up, have a drink, and shoot some pool. Sims in this building leave drunk. Sims here have a high chance of becoming ill. This action will not be available in 24 hours. It's a hot spot for them to come get wasted. All right, we better give them some medical around here. Nah, workplaces. Department of Public Works. Which one was that? Was there a... Ooh, I found a great place for that one, the harness maker. I do have like a farming community someplace. Well, I don't remember where the darn midwife, or I can't find a, just a doctor. That's what I mean. I wish we had a search feature. And if there is, I don't know where it's at. You can't type in here. But just want to find, doctor. A doctor. One of these buildings in the authority healed sick. Let's go grab whatever building that was from the authoritarian part of town. And bring that over here. It looks we've got criminals over here. From the dive bar. This building. Department of Public Health. This was capitalist. So upscale capitalism, the law offices, a realtor, Baroque fountains, and what else can we give them? Venues for capitalists. An antique shop. Yeah, that's nice. Now let's put it down at this end of town for them. An art expo center and an art gallery. A beauty salon. Oh, for sure. Cafe, for sure. A car dealership. Mm-hmm. Connect this more towards the main road. proper police station. All right, up here I had my farming, a little farming area. So let's go back to workplaces. Capitalist, small town. Ah, a chicken coop. Very nice. Meal garden, courthouse, creepy barn, a dairy barn, farm. Might need more people. A farmhouse. Oh, I like the older style. Oh, a homestead. Oh, let me keep with the Adobe feel, I guess, over here. We have to go to the hacienda. That'd fit better, I think. A graveyard. All right, back over to the authoritarian part of town. We haven't really messed with the center, but the center's kind of already got a lot. They do have a lot going on down here. Still haven't built a cyberpunk area. Let's put it over here and then near the on the other side of the there's the trailer park area. Yeah, right near all this electrical stuff. But we're gonna need more room to expand this area for sure. Cyberpunk. Condo complex, cube apartment, sleep tubes, solar condo, solar triple decker tenement. Triple decker, triple decker. I think the sleep tubes or the cube apartment. The sleep tubes produce criminals. 3% chance to produce criminals on visitation. 3 criminals on visitation. Pickpocket, burglar, hooligan, arsonist, and vigilante. Man. I guess if you're into that, there must be balance in nature, Kineas. The good and the bad. Oh, shoot. Rent-A-Cow is in the chat room. Oh. No, not at all. Senor. Hello, Rent-A-Cow. It's really good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Still always thinking about you every time I see one of these crazy, that game you're talking about. I keep forgetting the name of it. Like Motor City or something simple like that. Car Town. I'm seeing more and more stuff for it, but I can't remember the dang title. No. This was released in, I want to say this came out in 2007. And the reason why I'm playing it and SimCity again is in the Sims community right now. There's a whole big discussion like, are you guys killing the Sims? Are we truly bored with it? Is it dead? Is it dying? What are they going to do to try to keep it alive? And as I'm reading through the forums, reading all the things that people want, the more and more I realize that things that they're asking for kind of existed in one form or another in other Maxis titles. Like the ability to build thematic cities and do the things that I'm showing you, more specialized cities, specialized buildings, and this is SimCity societies, and how the Sims might want some of this stuff. And when they say, well, I want an economy, and I want to be able to create the whole town, and I want to do businesses, and I want to do this and that, you're asking for SimCity. Like, I want to go to space, and I want to do this. Well, now you're asking for Spore. I want to build skyscrapers. Well, now you're asking for SimCity Tower. I want to drive in a car. Well, now you're asking for Streets of SimCity. So everything that they seem to be asking for lately is stuff that Maxis has created. Now, here's the catch. Here's the rub. If I'm using that right. Here's the rub. The rub being the creator of all this stuff, Will Wright. It was his vision initially that each sim title that was created could interact with one another. So the more you bought, the bigger your world could be, the more functions it could have, the more gameplay things you could incorporate into it. And then about the time Electronic Arts really started flexing their muscle over Maxis, that all went away. And actually, so did all these titles. They managed to kill off all these titles that they've owned and aren't making any money with them anymore. And now everybody wants all this stuff. It's very interesting to me. Okay, we were building a cyber city. And if you're still watching, if you could please remind me one more time, what is the title of that darn physics car game? We'll put the cyberpunk stuff right here on the bridge, or near the bridge. Okay, do the cube apartments create criminals? Sleep tubes do. Cube apartment. I think this is just like that other one in the authoritarian one. What did that say? Congratulations, Simtopia is now worthy of the nightclub. It has been revealed in the building gallery, the nightclub. Electric pet shop. Yeah, that'd be good for the cyberpunk people. Electric pet shop. Clinic. That's what I was looking for earlier, just a simple clinic. Cineplex, casino, electric pet shop, diner dive bar, karaoke bar, jail, liquor store, metal club, medical group, media marketplace, a media marketplace. That wasn't me. That was one of the Sims, the nightclub. Yeah. Workplaces. Cyberpunk workplaces, huh? The heck? Whoa. Cyberpunk workplaces. I suppose the game developer would still be a good choice. That one is specifically a game developer. The other one I just had a software developer. Yeah, a game developer. And we're running out of power. We're gonna have to go put some more down. Oh, that's dirt. Oh, how I wish it were a new SimCity. Like I say, they finally did it. They finally released SimCity, and I can play The Sims too. All I gotta do is click down onto it, and I can be playing The Sims. All I gotta do is zoom up to this level and click on something. I can be in SimCity mode. That would be the dream of dreams for somebody like me. I've been a Maxis fan since I was a young guy, long time ago. And even then, seeing my first ad in the CD jewel case for The Sims, I was super excited. Then they tried telling us the SimCity crowd won't play The Sims. And it was just, I think it was a con game. I think it was done deliberately by people putting messages out there to just, I don't know why they would do it. I don't know what got into their head that SimCity players wouldn't enjoy The Sims. Maybe because we'd never heard of it or thought of it and the gameplay just sounded a little too weird to people back then. But now you play SimCity and you're like, oh man, wish I could go in and customize all the Sims that are working in this police department. I wish I could go customize all the people that I want to work in these businesses. Or now in The Sims, I can create my own businesses. I'm going to go create a bunch of these Sims that have their own home businesses, tattoo shop, blah, blah, blah. And enhance my city that way. There's so many ways for the two products to work together. What are we at? 9:06. 9 minutes after the hour. Okay. And again, I don't think money is really a problem with this game. You just kind of keep laying down what you want. I mean, I haven't had a worry for money at all. And that's always just the biggest nightmare in SimCity. You do need more power. So far, it's just been wind. A trash incinerator. The trash incinerator produces energy. All right, so let's go up to the dump up here. And we'll put the trash incinerator closer to the edge of the map. Don't know which way the wind is blowing in this thing. And then we'll put down a couple more trailer parks. Make sure that there's enough people over here to work it. So that increased our power needle a tiny bit. Not much. A major wind farm. Eventually I'm going to have to work up to coal or something. Because each one of these isn't adding very much to our energy bar down there. But trying to keep it green for now. Okay. Back. Let's look at downtown. Just sounds like somebody got beat up. Special map displays provide information about different aspects of your city, such as crime, happiness, creativity, knowledge, authority, etc. Hold the cursor over the special displays buttons to see what information they provide. All right. The sick. I'm looking for sick. Right? Turn it off. Turn it on. I see it highlight the midwife down here, and I see it highlighting a midwife over here. This is before, I guess, the clinic showed up in my list. Show criminals. I don't see any criminals downtown here. Shows all special sims indicated by the class of which they are a member. Okay. This one, like the little pink doll things. What does this say? These are special sims. So special about them. Jennifer McCann, child frolicking. Visits child safe venues, adding to family happiness. Aha. Child safe venues make families happy. Happiness of all sims. Show building radius effect. Clicking on one of those buildings will show its radius effect. Oh, I see the blue. The radius effect. of the thing. Show building category effects. Clicking on one of those buildings will show all buildings affected by it. Slag. I don't really see it. Lobbies keep neighborhoods peaceful and relatively free of criminal activity. I'm guessing that the people that made this were from the UK. Could be wrong. Wait, camera. If one of these Bobby stations doesn't like vanish with the Doctor Who sound at some point, I'll be terribly upset. I mean, disabled. 2 hours remaining. Wonder what disabled it. -1. Not real sure. Power. Buildings which produce smog. Building happiness modifiers. Buildings which produce or consume spirituality, authority, knowledge. Closed and open venues. Buildings with actions that are ready to go. Building with actions that are ready to go. Wouldn't the movie theater have one? It has an action. But I didn't see anything. Oh, it does. It puts a green toy special. Have an action ready to go. Immediately deploy a firefighter. Police roundup. Show problems with buildings, including buildings with missing resources, damaged buildings, and buildings that have been shut down by rogues. I don't really see any changes as I click on and off over in this part of town. They shouldn't be having any problems. Now the place with the brewery, check over here, and we have the dive bars. There were some criminals here earlier, hanging out at the bar. Yeah, it says they're still there. The criminals hovering over the top of it. Oh, it has a chance also to produce a pickpocket, burglar, hooligan, arsonist, vigilante. Got to give those cops something to do. I like how they're driving around in old cars, like Model T. I also see how, as a SimCity player, how I kind of want these things in a proper SimCity title as well. Because I can't put a checkbox or say, this city that I'm building here, I want it to stay in this thematic line. Even though I'm developing it and things can change and buildings can change, I would like to force it to stay small city. I would like to force it to have a type of look or a way to make it have a special societal look like this. I've been saying through this in my SimCity live streams that there's something brilliant in every Maxis title. There's brilliance in everything that they created. The brilliance I'm waiting for is them to say over there, we need to bring everything together. At this point, they have such a bad reputation of nickel and diming the community. So they'll release a game and then they release 90 expansions and they release 90 kits. And so, right now with The Sims, it's over $1,000 to get everything. And here I am saying they need to bring back SimCity, Streets of SimCity, Societies, Tower, Spore, all these things so that they can all interlink with The Sims. And right off the bat, they're like, people are saying, are you serious? Now you want us to pay $1,000 for every title. So we're already paying $1,000 right now. If we buy everything for The Sims, we're in for over $1,000. If we buy SimCity for The Sims, and then it's going to need expansions, and it's going to have DLCs, and it's going to have kits, we could be looking at $1,000 as well just for SimCity stuff. Streets of SimCity. Well, you're not going to just be satisfied with hover tires and armor plating and enhanced cars and machine guns and rocket launchers. You're going to want more. You're going to want better villains and more action and more of this. And you're going to want these kind of cars and these kind of cars and these kind of cars. So then it's going to be $1,000 in expansions and DLCs for all the Streets of SimCity stuff. And then there's SimCopter. Well, I just don't want a copter. I want airplanes. Oh, you want the airplanes kit now? I don't just want those. I want airliners. I want these. I want that. Oh. Yeah, it is an interesting predicament, isn't it? Okay, they're gonna need a clinic over here. Or at least the midwife, something. Ooh, there's something good for the oh, let's go put this down now. I didn't see it earlier. The vineyard for the farming town. A great vineyard. Rock band town. A dorm. A frat house. liberal arts college. That'd be perfect. I wonder why they tell us to build. We can build on a diagonal, and then you can't build the road on a diagonal, right? I'm trying to create a driveway in front of the building I just put down there, and I can't build a road. You can't build. How in the world do you build a road to it or around it? You can't rotate. If you can rotate the road thing, rotate. No, you can't rotate this. Okay. Select that building and just put it down here. Do it again. I don't know if there's another key to rotate it back the other way. Watch, that's too far away. Close enough. So I'm looking for knowledge decoration. Some chess tables. I think it would definitely appeal to younger folks. Need to hook up our capitalist city area over here. Sometimes the AI on this, whatever, when I try to draw a straight line, it tries to pick what it thinks is the best route. It doesn't do what I want. Yeah, even there. Just it doesn't want to make a straight line. Okay. So yeah, I really do. I don't think that there's a wrong way to play. I don't think there's anything. I just really, other than power, I haven't really seen, any major emergencies. As long as you eventually put down like a midwife or something for fire, something for police, they're cool and they're making money. Not, I don't think, I don't know that you can lose money. I just don't know. That screaming isn't like crime. That's usually them going to the haunted house, part of the creativity city. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if I could turn any of my fighting monks into vigilantes by creating the what is it called? Neighborhood Watch. Neighborhood watch. Increases the chance that criminals appearing in the city will be vigilantes. Huh. So maybe that won't work. But it says the... Wow, that's huge. I thought it would be just a little tiny thing. Nah. Okay, what else can we put down for... Do we have anything else in the contemplative? Flea market, gathering hall, cathedral, a bathhouse. Bathhouse. Meditation center, sanctuary. That's so funny. The soccer field is listed when I filter for contemplative. Imagine a bunch of fighting monks playing soccer. Wasn't there a movie about that? A tea house, sanctuary, worship. More chance to produce fighting monks or masters. Wow, that's a big plot. Oh, we're out of spiritual points to spend. Sleep. So we need things that increase spiritualism now. So like the ornate pagoda. This increases the attractiveness of nearby locations. Where's the front door? Prayer wheel, got one of those. Got those everywhere. A reliquary. Rose garden. Again, surprising it was made so long ago. And still holds up. It's very good looking. That must be the seamstress. Okay. Oh no, runtime error. Good thing this thing does autosaves. This application has requested the runtime to terminate it in an unusual way. Please contact the applicant's support team for more information. Well, that's a bummer. So now it's just frozen. Oh, there it goes. It finally gave up the ghost. Do 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 do. Yeah. Yeah. We'll pick it up again. Let me try to restart the thing. It's acting like it's having a hard time loading in general. It's acting really laggy and bad. Wow, what's wrong with you, game? We try to shut it down again and start it again. It was freaking out. I wish they would have anticipated high definition screens a little bit more and really gone all out, making this one a little bit more detailed. I'm sure it'd look fine on a little 12-inch screen. While this is loading, I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee. Autosave 65. Hippopotamus of Millets is from the earliest city planners. He was recognizable by his large nostrils. Workplaces are the primary source of income for your treasury. Some finer homes can also yield taxes. Productivity, prosperity, and blah, 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 blah. It cut right there. All right, so... No, it just crashed again. Huh. I don't know what the problem is. It didn't like something that I put down. It was everything was fine until the last few objects. And then it didn't even give me an error that time. It just shut down. Okay, well, I'll go back to, that was 65, 64, 63. Are they in 933, 923, 913? Let's go back to 923. After that, I don't know. Our time playing SimCity Societies might be at an end. I'll have to go look it up and find out what the heck's wrong with it. This is more computer than it could have ever dreamed of being played on in the past, so who knows what the problem is. Some sort of, it says runtime error. So we put down those big old pagoda temples over in the spiritual area. That's really all we did. I honestly, though, I like it. And I like the idea of bringing a lot of these ideas into SimCity and The Sims. I don't know that I would bring it out as a new solo title like this to play again. Because, you know, I've been playing it for a couple hours now over a couple of nights. And I really like adding these buildings, and I really like the concept of what it is. But right now, with this playthrough, even with it crashing, I'm like, I don't need to play this anymore. There's no hook. I'm not feeling like I got to get back in there and I've got to keep going. I'm not losing, I'm not making money. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Whereas SimCity, it'll beat you to death with what you do wrong, and it'll make you hate life. But at the same time, you get so mad that, like, I got to keep playing. I'm not sure what the challenge is here, and I don't feel compelled to, I got to get back and I got to fix it, or I got to do something else. It's more like SimTown, where fun is more important, as long as you're just having fun building stuff. As long as you put down a couple of buildings, you're making money. I've got 389,000 simoleons. And now it's just continuing to add on to these little enclaves and then just see what they do. I hope that made sense and you understand what I'm saying. Made 16,648 yesterday. Where's the police station? The jail. Police station. I guess too bad I can't put it in the same squares as the 2 dive bars that are producing criminals. But I can't put it right across the street. Let's see. That's the main street. Yeah, placed a workplace which never allows its workers a day off. As such, they have precious little time to visit venues. You may want to offset this by providing nicer homes and powerful venues like luxury car dealer, where these workers will wind up playing hooky and skipping work anyway. Okay. Why would a luxury car dealer, why would they want to go hang out at a luxury car dealer to feel better? Luxury homes, huh? Brownstone. You've been sleeping at Mr. Brownstone's. There's a nicer home next to the dive bars. Motorcycle shop. Yeah, next to the dive bars for a motorcycle gang. Yeah. Better do save. Oh yeah, the car dealership for these guys. This is the rich part of town. I know earlier I was seeing like you know, the school. That is, they do make it difficult to find just what you're looking for until you really know where everything is. There, the elementary school. Really? Another one of these streets that doesn't want to just line up? Just to create some silly little bend? See what I mean? I'm just trying to make it connect these two. And it says, no. No, we'll do this instead. And you'll like it. How about that? And then I'll delete what I don't like. Take that. What a waste of space. Okay, well, it's my fault. I didn't line these up right. Police box. Increase the sight range of city police officers. Cool, they can fit in these little one spots. Oh, there was one there already. That's nice. Was one there already? Good. Ah, good. See, I don't understand why the roads automatically put candy canes. Is maybe because I have so much creativity on the board, plus 136, that it's forcing all the roads to have the silly candy canes on them. Because I don't really like that. I don't really want silly candy canes. So that's one thing to possibly try, and I'll bet that I'm thinking that might be the case, because I bet if I started just an authoritarian city and laid down just authoritarian stuff first, I highly doubt they'd be putting candy canes on the streets. No, that increases creativity. I need authoritarian here, and I need authoritarian here. And I want a decoration. Police boxes. Simtopia has just earned the Authority Bronze Medal by surpassing over 85 Authority production. That's so funny. An urban playground is an authoritarian thing. A playground you'd think is a playground. A playground is a playground is a playground. Really? The YouTube chat crashed too? That's funny. A sad garden. We've already got one. Well, so far that has not been enough to make the candy canes go away in this area of town. That gave me a start. State housing. State housing automatically creates criminals. That's so funny. I saw a report on that today. Like Section 8 housing is just an open air prison for creating prison criminals. All you're doing is creating a place for people to legally start illegal activities. Too bad I can't fit one more right there. I'm gonna bring it, drop it back a little bit. Why did we get that red on that one? Let's see. We have a lot of authority to go to catch up. We need much stronger ones. 8. That's the most we got at the moment, is that cube statue. Bureaucracy office. Town hall. The propaganda ministry. I like it. Straight truth is better than anything these folks could make up. So this is more of a news agency. Plus 40. Wow.
Woo, Finish.
The propaganda ministry. That, oh, I was gonna say that got rid of the candy canes. No, it didn't. Not at all. Congratulations, Simtopia is now worthy of the district courthouse. District courthouse. 20% chance to produce one security professional on visitation, corporate security guard or private security guard. Secret police headquarters. Your city can, once your city produces 188 authority. Sentinel seminary. Jobs. What does it do? Enforcement visits. 10 visits from Content Sims immediately deploy 6 sentinels. The hell is that? 6 sentinels. Now they got a lot of criminals running around already down there. Rob Sims, affecting their happiness. I'm a criminal. That's so interesting, the relationship that they have put on. State-run stuff producing criminals. Things that you would think about, you know, law and order, state, government, civic duty. And the heavy-duty civic stuff produces criminals. I guess it's more true than not. I mean, it's really hard to deny looking at the world today. I mean, turn on social media and just look at the state of the world when it comes to government-run things. I agree with you 100%, Sim. Whatever you said. Oh yeah, I wanted to destroy this school. What happened to the other one we put in? Oh, that must have been when before we crashed. Yeah, we can't. I don't know why they give us diagonals when we can't make diagonal streets. Yeah, I really don't know what to make of it too much.
Nala?
Yeah, and they don't grow and they don't decrease. So some of these numbers, once you put them into place, I don't believe that they'll, you know, continue to grow. I don't think that they override venues. For example, if I was to just suddenly keep going from the authority area and just keep building on and increase the authority number way above all of these other numbers. It could, it may not. I don't believe it will change these other venues. I would really be interested to see if it will cause the candy cane streets to go away. Okay. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight on that. We built up a little bit on each area. And that's the thing. I mean, after playing for a little while, you don't. I don't feel compelled to keep going. It's like, okay, well, I'll check it out a little bit more tomorrow. We'll keep up going, doing what we're doing, build a little here, build a little there. But I'm way more itching to get back to my SimCity city. Now that I've kind of figured out what I'm doing over there, and I'm actually making some money with the recycling and making processors and televisions, now I'm excited to get back in there and keep building on my SimCity cities. But I gotta tell you too, also there, I think once you figure out the key on how to make money early and can finally make as much money as you need so you don't have to worry about anything else, I think at that point, you know, you can do anything. And so then it almost becomes like this. Well, I can, none of it is a challenge anymore. I can build what I want, how I want, and I don't have to worry about anything because I've got so much money rolling in. That funny? That once you solve all your problems, you feel bored and not compelled to play anymore. Interesting. You have to always be chasing the, what's the proper term? I want to say chasing the monkey. That's probably not the right expression. All right. I'll try to pick it up here tomorrow night. Sorry about last night. Just needed some sleep. I'd been burning the candle too much at both ends. Need a little bit of rest. So, you folks take care and I'll see you soon. Yawn, yawn. Sorry. Dun, 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 dun. Ba, 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 ba. This was not a Wink Martindale production. Nobody named Telly Savalas was injured. I don't think so. During this live stream. Does anybody even remember who Wink Martindale is? I don't think so. So weird. I know I'm getting old. I've been watching old episodes of Hollywood Squares for nostalgia's sake. Some of those people, I don't remember who they are either.